Hey everyone, this is the Bearded Guitarist. In today's video we are gonna talk about some basic guitar terms for beginners. The video will be divided in 3 different sections. In the first section we're gonna talk about guitar terms. In the second section we're gonna talk about other terms that you might hear when you start playing guitar. And in the last section we're gonna talk about accessories that you might need when you start learning guitar. Let's get started with the guitar terms. As you can see, I'm holding my acoustic guitar. This is the body of the guitar and this is the neck. On top of the neck you can find the fretboard where you can use your fretting hand to play chords or notes. And these are the frets, so these areas are all the frets that you can find on the fretboard. So this is the first fret, this is the second fret, third fret, and so on. So these bars are the fret bars. This is the bridge of the guitar, and the white parts here are the pins. This is the headstock with the 6 tuners, and the white part here is called nut, a sort of fret 0. This white part here on the bridge is called bridge nut or saddle. This is the pick guard, and this is the sound hole from which you can hear the sound of your acoustic guitar. If I now grab my electric guitar, it's gonna be pretty much the same. So this is my electric guitar. As you can see, same parts. The main differences are you can find 3 pickups in order to generate the magnetic field that sends the guitar sound to the amplifier. You can also find some knobs for volume and tone, and you might have a tremolo bar like mine. Let's go back now to the acoustic guitar in order to see the other terms that you might hear when you start learning guitar. Alright, so let's get started with the difference between chord and note. If I play more notes at the same time, this is a chord. If I play only one string and I'm hitting only one fret, like this, then I'm playing a note. Also, you might hear the terms strumming and pick. The pick is this little thing that we use to strum the strings, and strumming is the technique that we use to play chords. Like this. When you hear finger picking, that means you are not using your pick, you are only using your fingers, either to play single strings, or all the strings together, or some of the strings at the same time. The last term I want to introduce in this lesson is bar chord. When you hear the term bar chord, that means that you are playing a chord where the first finger, the index, is playing a bar over all the strings in order to move some of the shapes that you learned previously to generate other chords that you can move on the fretboard, like I'm doing here. If you want to know more about bar chords, check out my full lesson on bar chords as well. Let's see now some accessories that you might need when you start learning guitar. The most important accessory that you might need is the guitar tuner. I would suggest to use a clip tuner like this one that you can put on your headstock and then check very quickly the tuning of each string, playing them separately like this until you find the green light in the middle. Another accessory that you might need is the capo. There are several models. I would just suggest you to use a light and easy to use capo. You can find several on the market, and at some point you are gonna need it. Also, you might want to buy a guitar strap like the one that I'm using right now in order to keep the guitar a little bit higher and stay more relaxed and more comfortable. And even if you're not gigging, this might be a very important accessory to relax during your practice and to be more comfortable in general. The last accessory I would like to talk about is the metronome. I would start just downloading a free metronome app on your smartphone so that anytime you need a metronome, you always have it around you and it's gonna be comfortable to use and you're gonna use it even more. The metronome is super important in your practice, so I would highly recommend to start using the metronome as soon as you start learning guitar. If you are a complete beginner, check out my Absolute Beginner Lesson 1, and if you are new here, consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching, see you next time.